Hello friends! We continue to monitor the events on the front lines in Ukraine and Russia as well as the latest news. Currently, the Russian side is increasing the number of shell attacks in an attempt to halt the counteroffensive. It is reported that the Ukrainian air defense systems have successfully intercepted 11 out of 14 missiles and 4 drones that were launched overnight against Ukraine. Some of these projectiles hit Kryvyi Rih, once again damaging a high-rise building. But don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video and of course click the bell icon to stay updated on all the latest news. Meanwhile, the armed forces of Ukraine continue to liberate Ukrainian territory. In the Zaporizhzhia direction, the Ukrainian armed forces have managed to advance approximately 2 kilometers further into the occupied territory. It is also reported that the town of Zherebyanka has been liberated. Although this information is not yet official and requires confirmation. Russia is attempting to halt the offensive and is conducting shelling in that area. There is also an increased number of artillery shelling and active movement of Russian forces in other parts of the front. According to reports, 15 trucks are moving towards the Zaporizhzhia direction on a daily basis. Hanna Maliar commented on the situation, hinting that the Ukrainian forces are moving towards Berdyansk. According to her, the area of territory under control on the Berdyansk direction measures up to 3 square kilometers. Russia is doing everything possible to hold on to the captured positions in Ukraine, actively utilizing assault and army aviation, as well as conducting intense artillery fire. Ukrainian forces encounter extensive minefields combined with anti-tanks ditches during their advance. All of this is combined with constant counter-attacks by enemy units, employing armored vehicles and extensively using drones kamikaze. In the direction of Vuhledar, local battles are taking place, and the advancement has currently been halted. It is likely that repositioning is being conducted in order to achieve a more powerful breakthrough. The Russian forces are attempting to regain their positions and attacks are being reported in the fields near Makariivka. However, there haven't been significant changes along the front line in the past 24 hours. Russia is concentrating its artillery strikes along the entire front line, with a particularly high number of strikes observed into the area of Velika Novosilka. Every effort is being made to halt the advance of the Ukrainian armed forces, which experts believe is aimed at advancing towards Mariupol and dividing the Russian grouping into two parts. It is also reported that the Ukrainian armed forces have managed to destroy 4 enemy battalions at the beginning of the offensive, but there is still a significant amount of work ahead. In the area of Orikhovo, Russia is attempting to halt the advance of the Ukrainian armed forces through artillery shelling. 3 guided aerial bombs were dropped, resulting in the destruction of private houses and loss of life. In the Kherson direction, the number of shelling incidents had returned to previous levels and the situation isn't improving. The water level, although decreasing, is doing so at a slow pace. Additionally, an interactive map has appeared online that visualizes the flooding of populated areas.
Зберігається тенденція на спад рівня води. Станом на ранок середній рівень підтоплення становить 2 метри 70 сантиметрів, що на 27 сантиметрів менше, ніж вчора ввечері. На правобережжі і підтопленим залишається 3600 будинків в 31 населеному пункті.
In the Krasnodar Krai, there has been another fire at an oil depot. It is currently unknown whether it was the result of a drone attack or a partisan attack, as there is no official information available on this matter. In the Avdiivka direction, Russia continued to attack the city, but the most intense fighting is taking place around Mariinka. Russian forces are attempting to break through to Kurakhove, actively shelling the entire front line and launching attacks on Mariinka for that purpose. Their objective is to hinder the ongoing counteroffensive, which has already advanced 40 kilometers from their positions. However, the Ukrainian armed forces in the area of Mariinka are successfully holding their defense and the front line remains unchanged. In the Bakhmut direction, the advancement of the Ukrainian armed forces in the area of Verkhivka by approximately 600 meters has been confirmed. According to preliminary information, Ukrainian forces are approaching the outskirts of the settlement. Currently, Russia is not launching any attacks but continues to shell the area. Additionally, there is unrest reported in Krasnodon and Lugansk on the occupied territory with reports of explosions. Detailed information about Krasnodon is currently unavailable, but regarding Lugansk, there are preliminary indications of a base of the occupiers. As of today, according to the Ukrainian armed forces, an additional 470 Russian occupiers have been eliminated. The situation on the Lugansk direction remains largely unchanged, with the occupiers' continuous shelling of Matsutivka. However, this indicates that the Ukrainian armed forces are actively conducting counterattacks and achieving success in their fight against Russian forces. In the Svatove direction, shelling continues without active offensive actions and the front line remains unchanged. The number of shelling incidents has increased in the Crimea area. Russian forces are attempting to strike at the rear, aiming to destroy bases and depots. However, their attempts haven't been successful and the front line remains unchanged. On the Syrsky direction, battles for Bilogorivka are ongoing, where the direction of attacks from Russian forces changes daily. They are attempting to establish positions on the outskirts, but the Ukrainian armed forces successfully repel their subsequent formation. The front line remains unchanged. Intense shelling along the entire front line continues as before. The situation in the Belgorod region remains stable and no new attacks have been reported. It has been reported that shelling of border villages in Chernihiv, Sumy and Kharkiv regions continues. In the Kursk region of Russia, there are reports of shelling targeting the police detachment. President Putin has stated that the issue with the Belgorod region will be resolved, although there is no specific information available regarding the method of resolution.
Проблема будет решена. Или так, как я сказал.
As of today, the situation in Russia indicates an escalation of the conflict. Anthony Blinken has also made his statement regarding the Ukrainian counteroffensive.
Ukraine's success in the counteroffensive would do two things. It would strengthen its position at any negotiating table that emerges, and it may have the effect as well of actually causing Putin to finally focus on negotiating an end to the war that he started. And in that sense, it can actually bring peace closer, not put it further away.
That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more updates and follow us to not miss out on many interesting news. Goodbye. Take care.